Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another Sick Guide. My name is Sick and today we are going to be showing you how to upgrade your level 1 gear all the way to level 50. Without further ado, let's get started. First, you will have done some of these things throughout your story quest. Just hang tight until the guide catches up to what you've done with your gear. The first things we'll need are armor and weapons. These can be bought at armor and weapon stores in most major cities. You will receive these items through the story quest, so you may have them already. Now, the difference between the armor sets, Blizzard, Scoring, and Moonrise, and the other sets is just the way they look pre-level 50. After level 50, all of the cloth will turn into the Hiram cloth, same thing with the leather and plate, so they will all look the same in the end. If you're looking for the bow, you'll find it in the one-handed weapon crate. While doing the story quest, you will periodically receive infusion stones that are green, then blue, then purple. Along with these stones, you'll receive 11 matching color scrolls, green, then blue, then purple. You can do everything I'm about to explain as you level. Here's how everything works. The items you'll be upgrading have two different terms you'll see common throughout the entire game. It has a tier and it has a grade. The tier for your gear you're using is more appropriately related to the required level to equip it right now. The grade is how many times you've leveled up your gear. So for this gear, we're going to have tiers level 1, tier level 28, and tier level 40. The grades for our gear we're going to be using are Basic, Grand, Rare, Arcane, Heroic, and Unique. To level up the grade of an item, you'll use infusions. To tier up an item, you'll use a scroll. This will be done when you can no longer level up the grade of your weapon. Tier 1 is level requirement 1. You'll preferably use a single green infusion to level it up instantly to grade Arcane, which is purple. Since this is the highest level a tier 1 item can be, we'll now need to use our awakening scroll on it, which is green. When used, your item will become tier 2, or level 28 required, while also lowering its grade back down to grand. This is okay and good, and you'll see why. Once your item is tier 2, you'll gain your first effect. Effects are stats for your item. The first effect will always be a major stat, which is going to be intelligence, strength, stam, spirit, or agility, all of which you probably are familiar with. Depending on your class, we'll decide on which major stat you'd want to get. If you don't happen to get the stat you would want, then you're going to go ahead and break down your gear using an Adventurer's Evenstone. This will return all of the scrolls you've used on the item and most of the infusions. I say the infusions because when you break down like something you've put 2 blue stones into later on, you might get 1 blue and 1 green. Because of this issue, you'll want to upgrade everything except for your instrument. You'll get a free one later on. So you've blown up your very first item. Congratulations, hopefully this is not going to take you a long time. But if it does, I do encourage you to continue on because getting these stats is super important. Now, since you blew up your item, you'll need to purchase another one. Level up its grade via 1 green stone, and then tier it up with a green awakening scroll to level 28, which would be tier 2. Do this until you get the first desired stat you want. In my case, I didn't want agility, so I blew up my item and now I have strength. Once you get the stat you want, you'll want to level up its grade via infusion stones again, this time trying to use blue stones. Save green infusion stones for tier 1 items. Once it reaches heroic grade, you won't be able to add any more infusion stones, and you'll want to use your blue awakening scroll on it now. This will again tier up your item to level 40, and now we have our second effect. Now let's learn about rerolling effects. If the secondary effect isn't the one you wanted, then you're not out of luck. As you level up the grade of your item, you receive change attempts. This will allow you to reroll your effects. Each time you level up your grade, you'll receive 1 more reroll attempt. You can have a max of 5 rerolls at any given time. If leveling up your weapon's grade will cause you to exceed 5 reroll attempts, you will get warned. This is okay if you already have the desired secondary stat you wanted. If you did not get the secondary stat or effect that you wanted, you'll want to click the little magnifying glass to see what's available. Different items have different effects, so make sure to check. If you have decided that you will reroll an effect, then you'll want to click on the Replace Effects at the top of the Upgrade Item screen. Place your item into the slot, choose the secondary stat you want to reroll, and click Replace. This will randomly assign you a new stat. If the stat you currently have ends up being better than the one you just rerolled into, for example, I had a melee weapon that rerolled into ranged critical rate, then you can choose to cancel the change and keep the current effect. This will still consume the change attempt though. You'll want to do this until you get the secondary stats that you want. Once you have your desired secondary stat, you can level up the grade of your tier level 40 weapon all the way up to unique using the purple infusion stones. Once you're all set on your gear, it's time to finish up chapter 12 of your story quest and use the purple scrolls on all of your gear. There is no turning back here, and ideally you would want 3 to 5 change attempts going into this step, because once your gear is level 50, you gain a third stat and you cannot break down the gear anymore and restart. That's it for this Sick Guide. I'm Sick, and if you have any questions about ArcAge, please leave them in the comment section down below, as well as suggestions for videos you guys think I should make. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.